Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study the drain as well as transfer characteristics of an N-channel junction field effect transistor. In an N-channel JFET, N-type bar is taken and then two P-type regions are embedded on each side of the N-type bar. We will study the how the drain current varies with the variation in drain to source voltage for different fixed values of gate to source voltage. So initially we will make VGS is equal to 0 volt. Okay, gate is shorted to source so that VGS is equal to 0 volt. Okay, now we will apply voltage between drain and source terminal such that the positive terminal of the battery is connected to the drain and negative terminal is connected to the source. Now what will happen? The majority carriers in the n-type bar, that is electrons, they will be attracted towards the positive terminal of the battery VDS so that conventional current flows from drain to source. Now, and this drain current is limited by the resistance of this n-type bar. Okay, now when this current flows in the bar, voltage drop exists along the length of the channel. Now, if we consider this n-type bar as a combination of n series resistances, we can see that when current flows in this bar, voltage drop exists along the length of the channel. This voltage drop is not uniform along the entire length of the channel. We can see that, suppose if we assume it that three resistances are connected in n-type bar is equivalent to three resistances connected in series of same value R. Now what will be the voltage drop at this point? Suppose name it as A, then you can see the voltage drop at this point will be equal to Vd into sum of these two resistances 2R divided by total resistance 3R. Now voltage at this point, which is near to source end, will be equal to Vd into R by 3R. So we can say that the voltage drop at the drain end is more than at the source end. Okay, so we can see that depletion region, this drain to source voltage will reverse bias the two PN junctions on each side of the channel. This channel is the space between these two P type regions where the current which gives the path for the current to flow. Okay, when the PN junctions, two PN junctions on each side of this channel reverse bias, then depletion region will exist. Okay, when VDS is increased, then for small VDS, for small VDS, initially what will happen? Current will increases linearly with the magnitude of VDS. Here on vertical axis, I have taken ID, and on x-axis I have taken VDS. Okay, so initially up to this point A, current increases linearly with the VDS, and this FET will behave as a voltage variable resistance, or you can say it will behave in ohmic region. Okay, now what will happen when the magnitude of VDS will become equal to VP? VP is the pinch of voltage. It is fixed for a given JFET. It is defined at VGS, gate to source voltage, is equal to 0. What will happen when VDS is increased to a value equal to pinch of voltage of a given JFET? Now, as I was telling you that the voltage drop, when the current is flowing, the voltage drop which exists along the length of the channel is not uniform throughout the length of the channel. The voltage drop, the reverse bias voltage between the gate and drain end is more than which is present between the gate and source end. That is why this depletion region is not rectangular in shape, instead it is wedge shape. The width of depletion region is more near the drain end than at the source end. So when VDS is increased, the width of this depletion region increases. Now what will happen when VDS becomes greater than magnitude of VP? VDS becomes greater than magnitude of VP. The pinch off voltage is negative for N channel JFET and it is positive for P channel JFET. So when VDS is greater than magnitude of pinch off voltage, these two depletion regions, they just meet each other. So, but the channel width does not reduce to 0. Current will still flow through this constricted channel. Here the channel width reduces to a minimum constant value and current flows through it. Current will level off. Current will become constant. So when VDS becomes greater than magnitude of VP, the current will become constant. Okay. Now this is the case for VGS is equal to 0 volt. 0 volt VGS. Now this saturation current value is denoted by IDSS. IDSS, that is the reverse, or you can say the saturation value of current between drain and source when the gate is shorted. IDSS, it is the maximum value of the current between drain and source when the gate is shorted. Now what will happen, how this curve vary when we apply gate to source voltage such that it adds to the reverse bias voltage drop between the two PN junctions on each side of the channel. Okay, see here, when we apply VGS such that it, in a polarity that gate is made negative with respect to source, so that VGS is made equal to minus 1 volt. For N channel, gate is of P type, it is made negative with respect to source. What will happen? Now this voltage further adds to this reverse bias potential between gate and drain end or gate and source end. So the effective reverse bias voltage will now become VGS plus VDS. So now the channel resistance will increase and the drain current will be reduced. So we can see that the slopes of these two curves, when VGS is 0 volt, when VGS is minus 1 volt, they are different. So the resistance will be different for different values of VGS. So the region to the left of this point A is known as ohmic region or voltage controlled resistance region, where the resistance changes with the value of VGS. What will happen to the pinch off voltage? Now here, pinch off, when VGS is minus 1 volt, pinch off occurs at lower value of VDS. Okay. Now what will be the value of this V pinch off, or you can say saturation occurs at lower value of VDS, and that is equal to VGS minus VP. So for any given value of VGS, saturation occurs for lower value of VDS. Now, when VGS is 0, then VDS saturation will be equal to VP, or you can say pinch off voltage. Here I have drawn the characteristics for N channel. For N channel JFET with IDSS is 8 milliampere and VP is minus 4 volt. These two parameters, pinch off voltage and IDSS, maximum drain to source current with the gate shorted, they are fixed for a given JFET. Now when we made VGS more negative, when VGS is increased negatively, pinch off occurs at lower value of VDS. And what will happen to the drain current? Current saturates at a lower value, that is the saturation current will become smaller. Current saturates at a lower value, and there is third more thing. Then when VDS is made sufficiently large, for VGS is 0, breakdown occurs at some point of VDS. So VDS should be kept below this breakdown voltage value. And what happens to this breakdown voltage value when VGS is made more negative? The voltage at which breakdown occurs becomes lower when VGS is made more negative, as can be seen from these different characteristic curves for different values of VGS. Now, the region to the right of the curve is known as pinch off or saturation region or active region. It is used when the FET is operated in this region, then it is used for small signal amplification. The region to the left of the A is ohmic region, and it will behave as a variable resistor here. Resistance changes with the by varying the VGS. And what will happen when VGS will be made equal to the pinch off voltage? Okay, when VGS will be equal to minus 4 volt, as the pinch off voltage for this JFET is minus 4 volt. This is at 4 volt. Pinch off occurs for VGS is 0 volt. So VDS, it is the amount of VDS for which current levels off when VGS is 0 volt, or it can be defined as when VGS becomes equal to V pinch off, the FET is no longer conductive, drain current becomes 0, and the resistance now becomes maximum. So when VGS is equal to pinch off voltage, or it is also known as VGS cutoff, then drain current is 0, FET is no longer conductive. Okay. Now I was telling you that what about when for any given VGS, what will be the condition for pinch off to occur? So I can say that magnitude of VDS becomes greater than magnitude of VP minus magnitude of VGS, then pinch off occurs. So that when VGS is 0, magnitude of VDS should be greater than VP, as written here. Okay, so this is a condition for pinch off to occur, and this will be the value of VDS saturation at which saturation occurs or pinch off occurs. So I have drawn here a parabolic curve which is joining the points where pinch off occurs, and the intersection point will give us the value of VDS saturation. So this is the parabola. The region to the left of the parabola is ohmic region, and to the right of the parabola is pinch off or saturation region. Now I was telling you about pinch off. What happens in pinch off? When the pinch off occurs, the two depletion regions, they meet each other, but the current still flows. Okay, the channel width is reduces to a minimum possible value. Okay, the current definitely flows, because if the current does not flow, then there will be no voltage drop, and these depletion region will again become rectangular in shape, and then we get a channel for the current to flow, proper channel. So we can say that current will definitely flow, but when pinch off occurs, current will saturate. It becomes constant in value. So now, okay. So this is, okay. Now I would, so this is a case when VDS is increased, ID increases linearly until pinch off occurs at VDS is equal to 3 volt. This is a case for when VGS is minus volt. Okay, and after pinch off, current becomes level off. Okay, now what about the how to plot the transfer characteristics? It's a curve between drain current, which is in milliampere range, and gate to source voltage. So I can plot this curve from the drain characteristic curve. So just I have to first fix the value of VDS. Suppose I have taken VDS is equal to 10 volt. VDS is 10 volt. Okay, now at VDS is equal to 10 volt, I will draw a vertical line. Vertical line. Now I will note down the value of ID at the point of intersection of this vertical line, a line of constant VDS with the characteristic curve, which are the lines of constant VGS, and then I will extend them back. At VGS is 0, ID will be equal to ID SS. At VGS is minus 1 volt. I will note down the value of ID. This is the value of ID. Let's suppose at minus 1 volt. Then this is the value of drain current at VGS is minus 2 volt. Then this is the value of drain current at VGS is minus 3 volt. And this is the value of drain current, that is 0 at VGS is minus 4 volt, which is equal to pinch off voltage. Now I will join these curves to get a parabola. Okay, so this parabola I will get as a transfer characteristic curve. This is the case when VGS is equal to VP, ID is 0. So when VGS is 0, ID will be equal to, this is the value of IDSS, maximum IDSS. This point represents the maximum drain to source current when the gate is shorted. So when VGS is 0, ID is IDSS. For VGS is equal to 0, it is defined, and when VDS is greater than magnitude of VP. VP is the pinch off voltage for a given JFET. Now, this parabolic equation can be written mathematically in this form, that ID is equal to IDSS bracket 1 minus VGS over VP bracket close whole square. So this is the equation for the transfer characteristic in pinch off region. Okay, approximate equation. So now this is all about the working of an N channel JFET, drain characteristics and its transfer characteristics. Thank you so much for listening patiently.